On average, 2.5 million new nerve cells are created every minute. There'll be over 100 billion by birth. Now, the fetus's body starts to twitch. The movements are involuntary reflex spasms, not yet controlled by the brain. They play a vital role in stimulating the growth of muscles and in strengthening the joints. The heart is also picking up speed. After starting 3 weeks into development at 75 beats per minute, it gradually increases until it reaches a frenetic 165 beats at 9 weeks. This is as fast as it will ever get. It slows in the latter half of pregnancy to 125 to 150 beats. A child's heart beats 70 to 110 times a minute, where an adult heart beats 70 to 80 times a minute. Inside the womb, our twins, triplets, and quads are still unaware of each other's presence. Yet each is already affecting the other. For fraternals, this competition is limited because each twin has its own chorionic sac and its own placenta. But for identicals, most of whom share a chorion, an unconscious battle has begun. Each needs the maximum amount of nutrients it can extract. But there's a limited supply. At birth, one twin almost always weighs more than the other, depending on the efficiency of the placenta. And for some, there will be many surprises. Between 10 and 14 weeks, a pregnant woman will usually have her first scan. Ultrasound has revolutionized our understanding of fetal development. These pictures are produced by sending ultra-high frequency sound waves, far too high for us to hear, from the probe into the body of the mother. The sound waves penetrate soft tissue, but bounce off denser structures like bone. From the pattern of reflected waves, the computer creates an image of the hidden fetus. Traditionally, this would be a plain two-dimensional image. But with new technology, we can now see the images in 3D and sequence them in time, producing so-called four-dimensional scans. Aside from checking the size and health of the developing fetus, this scan will usually offer the first chance for most mothers to find out whether they are carrying one or more babies.
This is baby.
That should be baby C.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
And ultrasound scans have let us in on a startling secret. Many of us, more than we realize, traveled our first few months in the womb with one or more companions, only to have them vanish before birth. This scan, taken at 12 weeks, shows 2 fetuses developing in their mother's womb. But there are 3 gestational spaces. The one on the right used to contain a 3rd fetus. Four weeks ago, it was developing just like the others. But now it has simply gone, slowly shrinking before being reabsorbed back into the uterine lining. It's called Vanishing twin syndrome. Scientists think that this is caused by chromosomal abnormalities or a lack of adequate resources from the overworked placenta. Nature sacrifices one or more so the others survive. Some mothers know they have a vanishing twin after seeing it on a scan like this one. Others discover at birth, when it occasionally shows up as a small piece of fibrous tissue on the placenta. But many mothers and their surviving babies will never know it has happened. Most of us find it surprising that twins can vanish. But how often it occurs is even more surprising. Some scientists estimate that up to 21% of fraternal twins lose their sibling. In the case of identicals who share a placenta, the number rises to a startling 50%. Some even claim that 1 of every 8 people may have started life as a twin, only to have their sibling disappear while still in the womb. What's more, scientists think they can point to clues which may indicate which of us have lost a twin. Occasionally, a set of identical twins will be born known as mirror image twins. Instead of being identical images of each other, they are mirror images. Where one is right-handed, the other will be left-handed. Mirror image twins are formed when the egg splits late, 9 days after conception, when the egg has already determined its left and right side. And in some rare cases, even the internal organs will be mirrored. One twin has their heart on the left and the other on the right. Put this together with the fact that left-handedness occurs more frequently among twins than singletons, and you come up with a startling theory. Some left-handed people may be the surviving sibling of a vanished twin. Identicals, fraternals, mirror images, and superfecundations. Each has valuable lessons to teach us about how we all develop and come to be between 2 eggs. But there is another, even more unusual condition. In approximately 1 out of every 500,000 cases, one identical twin can actually enfold the other within its developing body. The condition is called fetus in fetu. Usually, the enfolded twin perishes and shows up only as a small cyst-like structure on its sibling's body, to be removed soon after birth. However, very occasionally, the inner twin can make arterial connections and literally feed on its sibling's blood supply, remaining inside and alive even after birth. These unfortunate cases aren't viable on their own and must be removed to prevent them from posing a serious danger to the viability of their fully functioning brother or sister. In some developing countries, there have been fetus and fetu cases that went undiscovered until the child was a few years old. They're growing more robust each day, and the risk of miscarriage is low for most. Although, statistically, the risks for twins that share a placenta are higher. Gender identification is an even tougher challenge when there are multiple fetuses in the womb. Nobody knows why, but females tend to move first. Kicking, pushing. In the case of single fetuses, these movements meet with no resistance. But when two or more siblings share a womb, action leads to reaction. When one kicks, the other responds. When one pushes or touches, the others tend to act too. Scientists believe this early pattern of action and reaction, seen clearly in this 4D ultrasound of fraternal twins, may be beneficial and may also play an important role in accelerating their development. Early in the second trimester, our fetuses still aren't conscious of the presence of their brothers and sisters sharing the limited space of the womb. But this won't be the case for long. At 16 weeks, a growing fetus moves its body in increasingly intricate maneuvers. And it develops an awareness of its space. Here, a multiple has an advantage over a single fetus. This sense, proprioception, is an unconscious awareness of the body in space. And it will be essential later in life as it helps us navigate our world.